Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
We have already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivot? Havertz! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Well, there's the clearance. That'll be a throw.
Eze. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Havertz. Ball's played through. Rice in acres of space out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Eze. Saliba. Rice. And it's Ødegaard.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he's heaved it away and claimed it back swiftly. And the pass is intercepted.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Havertz. Zubimendi. Arsenal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Rice.
And now the breakaway.
Ødegaard.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know.
Not the most accurate pass. Eze.
And the counter is on. That's a good run down the left. He's found a way through.
And that should get the job done. Havertz. He's being urged to shoot. And he gets rid in a hurry. Rice pinches it off him. Zubimendi. Calafiori. Calafiori
going full steam ahead down the left flank.
Ødegaard. Eze. It's a really well-measured ball. More and more pressure on the ball here. Saliba goes forward. Calafiori. Timber. For Rice. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ødegaard. Now it's Havertz. Now, what about a counter-attack? Saka. Now it's Havertz. Well, a goal here just before half-time. And he shoots!
Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Havertz deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. the passers will always have an option with him.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now, can he find a finish? Great chance! It's hit the upright. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Saliba. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Corner number 2 then. Rice with the short one. And it's Timber. Here comes another. Up he goes! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And this could be the final action of the first half. He gets big! Goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 8, Ødegaard.
Here we go again.
To replace him is
well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Big header! Oh, it's hit the post! Arsenal do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Out to the right. He's well positioned here. And the shot! He's got a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Arsenal grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Saka. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Arsenal get their 4th corner. Eze gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now this could be a chance. Eze.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Havertz. Timber. Saka. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Rice. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a...
Shot, surely! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
They've played it short. That's very neat. Chooses big chance! They would have been quick to recover this. And again!
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish, imperfection.
Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
That is a brilliant interception. That's going to go a long way. Saliba, Gabriel. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. The ball has bounced loose now.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Ødegaard. And it's Subimendi. Madueke. Madueke.
There he goes, motoring forward.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Oh, this looks sharp.
A probing pass.
Gabriel Jesus.
Havertz might just make this. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 10, Eze. Number 41, Rice.
Trossard.
Number 29, Kai Havertz.
Gabriel
Coming on the
Jesus.
field, number
Gabriel Jesus
19,
puts his foot on the gas.
Number 23,
Madueke.
Mikel Merino.
Gabriel Jesus
Number 9,
receives it in a good
Gabriel
position
Jesus.
here. Oh, that was
Substitution
vital.
taking place.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end.
And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Danger averted for now. And it's Eze. And here's Jesus. It's Gabriel Jesus!
Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Trossard is there, and he can get that clear. Eze's cross. And another try! And he's there to get it away. Madueke. Plays a sharp little ball here. That's good play. Madueke. He's cut it out. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Jesus. Merino.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Now there's a fine ball. He's picked his way through.
There will be 3
And the
minutes
finish!
time.
It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Arsenal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives.
Cleared without complication. And it's Subimendi. Madueke.
Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, that's neat.
No way through, so back it comes. Timber is onto this.
And he's had a shot! It's bounced back off the post. What a finish that might have been.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Scores are level. We will go into extra time.
"90 minutes gone and nothing between them still."
Luis Skelly.
Gabriel Jesus.
Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Good running, strong and purposeful.
Trossard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Subimendi. Timber. And it's Marino. And it's Eze. Great vision. Taken back almost at once.
Oh, good take in a good area. Incoming to... a header! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead.
Eze. And Madueke.
He's found a way through. Great ball, and he's in here. Takes a shot. Really well taken goal. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
There will be 1 minute at a
Arsenal
time.
take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
This looks promising.
He can get that clear. We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Parking in the area around the stadium is
Well, it
strictly
has been a
forbidden.
punishing
Please
game,
use
both
parking
physically
provided by
and
the club or
mentally.
any other
But
paid
does
parking
either
facilities
team
in the
have
area.
what it takes to find a winner?
And the action has already restarted. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act.
Mikel Merino.
Tries looking up for options on the left.
Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Shot a goal! It's in! That sets up an enthralling finish!
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 33.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
36.
Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Norgard. Substitution in progress.
Trossard. That's tidy. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Merino. Madueke. Gabriel Jesus.
Oh, they could break here.
Timber cuts out the pass.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Well timed, excellent interception. And that is that. Arsenal can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the counter is on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's there to get it away. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker, not least because he can finish equally well with both.
Wirtz! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Wirtz is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Araujo attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Probing pass. He's shifting through the gears here. Real chance. And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Liverpool finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rashford. Now it's Yamal. There's a sharp little ball here. Oh, super ball. And the shot! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
So what can they make of this? Barcelona have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Kerkez picks it up out wide. Kerkez got a long way forward to join the attack. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Yamal. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Balde. Balde goes on a charge down the left. Wirtz. And he cuts out the supply. De Jong. Rafinha. Now it's Rashford. Yamal receives it in a good position here. And that's a dangerous ball. Chance! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And he's intervened well there. McAllister. Gakpo. Decent chance! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Now it's Yamal. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. McAllister. And here's Gakpo. It's a threatening ball. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Kubasi. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Rafinha. And it's De Jong. And Koundé. And here's Rafinha. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rafinha. And the pass is intercepted. Spread it left. Gakpo. This looks promising. And it's McAllister. He's in a great position here. Kirkes. Gakpo. Gakpo. Good ball, good take. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Just eases him off the ball. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Barcelona, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. That's a cute ball. Now it's Yamal.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Chance, surely! They've done it! Just cruising! They are cruising!
And that really is so... And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
If you're just joining us, we are already on the way.
There's a sharp little ball here. Vitz tries across. Now it's Yamal.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Pass is just off target.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Alisson. He's an excellent shot stopper, Peter, first and foremost, but he's just as good at creating chances as he is snuffing them out. He can spread the ball out quickly to both wings, whether it be with an accurate long pass or a quick throw, and that places him in the top order of the world's keepers.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
And he's heaved it away. Pedri stood up well to him there.
Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
Mohamed Salah
is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, it's a great ball here.
Rashford really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Mohamed Salah.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Now it's Yamal.
Tries a shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Koundé. It's a pretty loose pass.
Liverpool so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Rashford.
Little pass back. And it's Pedri. Now that looks a decent ball.
Vitz.
Chance here to counter. And once more he proves rigid and robust.
Dani Olmo. And here's Rashford. It's Rashford!
The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
The 1 and 2 touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Opts for safety. Robertson. Nicely weighted ball.
Oh no circumventing this opponent. And they can counter here.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, it looked promising for a moment,
but it came to nothing.
Mohamed Salah.
And it's McAllister. And that's gone loose.
Vitz.
Mohamed Salah, and a chance! In for the pieces! There it is! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Chips it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that's put paid to a promising move. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. McAllister. Pedri. Oh, this looks sharp. And he's chosen to go back. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now, can they get him away? Yamal. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mohamed Salah. Pinches it off him. And here's Lewandowski. And this is Lewandowski. Gets his head on it! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Liverpool go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Casado. And here's Yamal. Now it's Rashford. Gravenberg. Now it's Isak. And Konate. Gomez. Konate. And it's McAllister. Looking for the run. Good read, needed to be. Gomez. That's Vince. Nicely spread. Now it's Gakpo. Isak receives it in a good position here. Gakpo! Oh, it's come off the upright. Casado. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter.
Chance! He's got a goal! Barcelona are back in business. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So Substitution on the field. Number 18.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 11.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This
Chance for a shot! No mistake! And they get themselves in front!
And now he has two. Liverpool take the lead. Rafinha. And it's Casado. Liverpool are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
This looks promising. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Ekitike. Can he get it through? Oh, that was vital.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into...
Can he finish?
Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on to replace him is number 17.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Jones. Substitution in progress.
Rafinha. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Played towards the other side. Chiesa. And there's green grass ahead of him. And it's made its way to him. Araujo did well to stay calm there. Ekitike. Soboslai. Picked up.
Oh, shooting chance!
That's another chance! Tried the volley, but no.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
Nicked it back promptly. Szoboszlai. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Showing good feet. Knocks it into space. That's a sharp pass.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a throw. Szoboszlai. And here's Isak. And it's Gravenberch. Gomez. Ekitike.
Great ball, and he's in here.
Not the most convincing of passes. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Konate did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. De Jong. And it's Balde. Ferran Torres.
It's gone in, he's put through his own net.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Chiesa. And here's
Added
Isak.
minute has been indicated.
We are into overtime. Passing nice and neat. Shot could be on. That's going to go a long way. Gomez. For Szoboszlai. And here's Isak. Shot a goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
Yeah, that's such a good position too.
He's in a good position.
He's having a shot! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it!
Wonderfully smooth. And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Isak voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
For our World Charity Fund.
Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.